Without too much further ado, up first is Junior High Jazz Band. I'm playing Flat Tire. Flat Tire Shuffle.
Well, thank you so much for coming. This is one of my most favorite concerts of the year. You get to see the progression of the bands and all the skills that happen over time. The only group that's not included here tonight is our 5th grade band. I see a lot of our 5th grade band people in the audience, but they just had a concert about a week and a half ago, and it was a little much to include them tonight. But they are the foundation of what's coming up into our band program. So I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Cornwall and the high school jazz band.
Thank you. And up last for the jazz band is a combined tune. It's all the musicians you see in front of you, and it is Bad Attitude, featuring solos from both groups.
right, thanks for your patience. We're trying to move kids back and forth. We're ready for the 6th grade concert band. So this is their 2nd concert of the year. The first one was back in November. It did get snowed out, but they were able to find us a makeup date pretty quickly. And the 6th grade, you're going to notice they're getting a lot more independent with their musicianship, and we're able to play some more fun songs. The first song that we're going to play today is called Breakdown Blues. And so it's going to be a little reminiscent of the jazz band that you just heard. But I'm going to ask you to hold your applause until the end for all the solos so that we you can hear the next one, and it doesn't. We give all the kids their fair shot. I did want to take a second to say thank you to Miss Leen. She is our student teacher from Olivet, and she is at Limestone a couple afternoons a week, and we are very, very lucky to have her, and you're going to see her playing along with the 6th grade. As soon as this concert's over, she's going to get to start working with all the middle school kids a lot more, and we're very thankful to have her. So this is Breakdown Blues. Take a second. So soloists Molly Hayes, Sonia Deno, Daniel Thompson, Hunter, Emily Quiones, and Reed Sebring. Can you guys all stand up or wave, Reed? There you go. It takes a lot of bravery to do that as a 6th grader. So our second piece is called Mechanical Monsters, and I was gone at a conference a week ago, and I gave them a worksheet that was like investigating that it was like come up with what do you think the story is behind this music based on not the title but what you hear, and they came up with a lot of cool very descriptive things. So you're going to hear a lot of non-traditional percussion equipment. So Ambrose is playing on a brake drum back there, and you're going to hear a lot of hissing and pencil tapping, and so this is called Mechanical Monsters. Just about ready. So this is the 7th and 8th grade band from Limestone, and they're going to play 2 tunes for you. The first one's called Jamaica Jack, and it's in a calypso style, which originated in Trinidad and Tobago, and we talked a little bit about that during class, but you're going to hear a lot of syncopation, and we really appreciate the high school percussion section rounding out our instrumentation. We have 3 percussionists, and they are all fantastic players and people, but when you have 6 or 8 percussion parts, there's just not enough hands and fingers to go around. So we appreciate the high school percussion section helping fill out our section and play along with us today. The second one is called Wild Blue, and it's based on Neil Armstrong's career as a jet pilot before he went into before he started becoming an astronaut. And you can hear the plane soaring above the skies, and it's a cool visual. So Jamaica Jack and then Wild Blue, and this is our 7th and 8th grade band from Limestone Middle School. Thank you.
high school band. And I would be remiss if I did not introduce you to someone very important before the band gets started. This year we have been fortunate enough to host a student teacher from all of that, Miss Leen. Miss Leen has started with us right here in January, and she hit the ground running, rehearsing a piece that she picked out herself called Fracas. She's been a big hit with the kids, and I really enjoyed working with her so far. Please welcome to the podium, Miss Leen. I will also note that I've been sharing Miss Leen with Miss G over at Limestone. So she's been everywhere doing everything. That's why you've seen her here, there, and everywhere during the concert. Just one more moment for percussion to finish getting set, and then you'll hear Fracas. very last tune of the night, 7:40. You're seeing it right. It's a quick concert today. I just want to say that it is an excellent opportunity for me, because I don't get to go over to the junior high as often as I would like for this concert, to be able to see what's coming up from the junior high. And what I hear tonight is making me very excited about the future of bands at Herscher High School. I think the junior high bands are doing a great job. Speaking of moving up to high school, just a quick commercial while we're getting the percussion set. We hope to see your kid up with the high school band here in a couple of years. High schoolers, can you raise your hand? Wave. High schoolers, wave. Can you? High schoolers, wave. High schoolers, wave. High schoolers, if you have a job and you're in band, raise your hand. If you do a sport or another club, raise your hand. If you have a study hall and you're in band, raise your hand. I just like to do this every once in a while to show you all that you can do both. You can be in soccer, you can be in basketball. Bella was just finished rocking the JV varsity JV game and then drove here for the concert. So you can do both. You can have that, you can have study hall, you can be in band, you can do the whole works. Our last piece is called Aliens Are Landing in Your Backyard. And it's kind of wacky, it's kind of fun. We have some cool, colorful sound tubes around the room, and we hope you enjoy. That is all the music we have for you tonight. And as I say at the end of every concert in Herscher, more hands make less work. So if you have it in your heart to rack or stack a chair or a stand, please feel free to help out. Otherwise, drive home safe. Have a great night.